Picture this. You spent all weekend perfectly balancing your water chemistry. You're brushing the walls, skimming the surface, and doing all the hard work. Then you turn on your pump and see a massive, cloudy plume of dirt, sand, or DE powder shooting right back into your crystal clear water. Seriously, it is incredibly frustrating. Well, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are going to demystify one of the absolute most annoying problems a pool owner can face, and we're going to show you exactly how to fix it yourself. So why is your pool filter blowing dirt right back into the water? That is the ultimate question, isn't it? Look, when dirt bypasses your system, it's super tempting to just pour in some expensive chemical clarifier and hope for the best. But here's the thing, those clarifiers only clump the dirt together so a working filter can catch it. If your hardware is compromised, well, clarifiers are just going to blow larger chunks of dirt right back at you. No thanks. In this explainer, we are going to use a simple professional diagnostic framework to locate the exact point of failure. That way, you can fix this issue without ever having to call a pro. Here's our quick roadmap to getting that water clear again. First, we'll look at the dirty pool mystery. Second, diagnosing the culprit. Third, multi-port valve troubleshooting. Fourth, we'll peek inside the filter tank. And finally, some crucial safety and smart maintenance tips. Section 1. The dirty pool mystery. Okay, let's dive right into this. When you're seeing debris return to your pool through the jets, you essentially have two main suspects. The multi-port valve, the one sitting on top of or next to your filter, or the internal components of the filter tank itself. Let's take a closer look at that first suspect. Your multi-port valve is basically the traffic cop of your entire filtration system. By just turning the handle, an internal diverter redirects water to filter, backwash, rinse, or send to waste. It completely relies on a carefully designed rubber gasket to seal off those different channels, so the water goes exactly where you tell it to. But when that seal fails, well, water finds its own path, bringing all that dirt right along with it. Moving on to Section 2, diagnosing the culprit. So how do we actually know if it's our traffic cop causing the accident or if the filter media itself has failed? It's time for the diagnostic phase. We're going to use a really brilliant, simple trick to split our investigation right down two distinct paths. Here is how you run the Recirculate test. Just set your valve to recirculate and run the pump for a few minutes. Now, this setting bypasses the filter tank entirely. If the water returning to the pool clears up and the dirt stops, bam! Your problem is inside the filter tank. Your valve is routing water perfectly, but the tank is letting the filter media escape. But on the flip side, if the dirt continues to blow into the pool on the filter setting but stops on Recirculate, then you know for sure your multi-port valve is bypassing. Section 3, multi-port valve troubleshooting. Okay, let's assume your Recirculate test pointed straight to the multi-port valve. You might actually be noticing a few other telltale symptoms of valve failure here too, like water constantly trickling out of the backwash waistline while you're just trying to filter, or maybe a handle that feels incredibly stiff or even completely floppy with zero resistance. Now check out this massive number, 80%. Literally 80% of all internal multi-port valve problems, whether we're talking leaks, the wrong flow, or bypassing, are caused by the failure of one single, incredibly tiny part inside that valve. Meet your primary culprit, the spider gasket. It's this flat, wagon wheel-shaped rubber seal that sits snugly in grooves inside the valve body. Over time, it can tear, swell, or simply pop right out of its groove. And when that happens, the barrier between your clean water and dirty wastewater is completely broken. But hey, the good news? A replacement gasket typically costs between $15 and $30, making this a super cheap and highly satisfying DIY fix. Swapping this gasket out takes maybe 30 minutes tops. First things first, always shut off the pump to relieve that system pressure. Then, remove the bolts on the lid and lift out the key assembly. Next, you really need to peel and scrape out every single little bit of the old gasket and adhesive. Which brings us to the absolutely crucial step 3. You must bone dry those grooves. Use paper towels or honestly, even a hairdryer works great. If there is any moisture left all, your new adhesive will fail. Finally, apply small dabs of superglue or Loctite 401 directly into the grooves, not on the gasket itself, and press the new gasket in flat side down, ridge side up. All right, Section 4, inside the filter tank. Let's shift gears and go down the second path of our investigation. What if you ran that Recirculate test and it pointed to a failure inside the filter tank itself? For example, what if you're consistently finding heavy sand gathering on the floor of your pool? Well, inside a standard sand filter tank, water is pushed down through the sand to clean it.
Down at the very bottom of this central pipe, buried under all that heavy sand, there are 8 to 10 finger-like slotted tubes arranged kind of like wheel spokes. These are called laterals. They basically act as a sieve to let the clean water travel back up the pipe while keeping all the sand out. If even one of these little laterals develops a tiny hairline crack, boom, your pool turns into a beach.
Replacing a broken lateral is definitely labor-intensive, but it's totally doable for a DIYer. You turn off the pump, drain the tank, remove the valve, and literally scoop out all the old sand. Once you finally reach the bottom, gently fold up the lateral assembly, inspect them, and unscrew or pry off the cracked ones to swap them out. Now listen closely. Before you go dumping hundreds of pounds of new sand back in, you must complete step 4. Fill the tank halfway with water. This creates a much-needed water cushion that protects those fragile new laterals from the heavy impact of the sand you're about to pour in. And that brings us to Section 5, Safety and Smart Maintenance. Now that we've diagnosed and fixed the physical hardware, we really need to talk about prevention. How do we stop these gaskets and laterals from breaking in the first place? It really just comes down to basic safety and a few smart maintenance habits. Listen, if you take absolutely nothing else away from this explainer, please let it be this golden rule. Always, and I mean always, shut off the pump before moving the multi-port valve handle. If you crank that handle while the system is pressurized, you are forcing the internal diverter to scrape violently across the rubber gasket under extreme water pressure. It is literally the fastest, most guaranteed way to instantly tear a spider gasket and ruin your whole system. Just flip the pump off first. And that perfectly illustrates our next point. Water chemistry isn't just about keeping swimmers comfortable, it's about hardware survival. Bad chemistry is a silent killer for your filtration components. Seriously, if your pH drops too low, it will literally corrode and rust the stainless steel springs right inside your valve. If your chlorine is constantly running too high, it'll chemically degrade and swell up your rubber spider gasket until it completely binds up the handle. Keeping these parameters in their ideal target ranges is what ensures your internal seals will actually last for years. Let's close this out with a few rapid-fire maintenance tips. First up, don't over-backwash. Only do it when the pressure gauge rises 8 to 10 psi over your clean baseline. Second, always run a rinse cycle for about a minute immediately after backwashing. This settles the sand bed back down and flushes any loose dirt out the waistline instead of blasting it right back into your pool. And finally, if your handle ever gets stiff, only lubricate the O-rings with silicone or Teflon-based pool lube. Never use petroleum products like WD-40 on them because that will rapidly swell and absolutely destroy the rubber. So we've covered the Recirculate test, we tracked down the notorious spider gasket, we talked about replacing a cracked lateral, and we laid down the golden rules of valve safety. You now have the exact diagnostic framework that the pros use. So the next time you see a cloudy plume of dirt shooting into your pool, don't panic, and definitely don't reach for that clarifier. Are you ready to roll up your sleeves, skip the expensive service call, and get your pool crystal clear today?